Get out here.
You can like see how moving at 12 to 2. One of them, I think it was supposed to be 9.
They're all nice compounds.
I just want to do the weekend so I can.
She does. So small, and she's wearing layers. What's the name? Was it lazy?
Yeah, you go through stuff. They're basically
It's a master kid.
He's like, come on, you can't be that dumb.
I'm obsessed with all the Real Housewives shows, so I thought it'd be funny to do kind of a spin-off of the reunion shows because they're always so ridiculous and over the top and dramatic, and I thought it would just be funny to recreate that using UIndy students.
Me and her sat down and we started planning. Then we had Kyrie join us and he kind of filled in the spots that we were missing, took on the script. I revised the script to make sure that we got more drama and more funny in it.
When I first got the script, it's hard to kind of picture what it's going to look like at the end product, because I know for me, you write your script and you do all these things and you think it's going to be perfect, and then there's always a hiccup down the road, so it's always going to be a little different than your script started out. But, when I saw the first script, I thought the idea was there, the concept was there. I was more concerned when I got it that they needed to get all their shots down, so I wasn't really paying attention more to the story, but just that their form was correct.
The hardest part was definitely getting everybody together. There was absences and illnesses, and when we all tried to meet, we were trying to meet on a Tuesday to film, and our crew member was in the hospital that night. We couldn't find people to fill in. Others weren't willing to do it, or they had other plans, so we ended up having to do it with people that we didn't think we were gonna have to do it on a Friday, the night before it was due. So we had to scramble and do that. I mean, overall it was really frustrating because nobody can help being in the hospital, being sick, but when you're trying to get the filming done, it took a toll.
My whole department the whole week before the show on Tuesday was a mess. Two people were in the hospital. I had girls crying. I had another person in my group just had senior project. Another person was just stressed out with work. I was stressed out with school and work and everything else. So, everyone, it was just a really rough week for everyone. And then, this project is due Saturday night, and Friday they still hadn't filmed it. And I was just like, you know what, guys? This is decision time. This is the time where you need to sit down with each other and say, is this worth the stress, or should I take the point deduction and just not put something on the air? So I went into the studio on Friday afternoon and I sat down and I said, look guys, I'm gonna say this to you one time. You can, leave it how it is now. Just let me know today so I can fill up the time on the rundown. But otherwise, you gotta get it done. So I was concerned, but I was at the point in the week where it was like, I understood what was going on. I knew everyone was stressed out. I knew everyone was upset. So I had to try to convince them to either go all in one way or all out the other way. You could tell it was put together last minute. And that's not a bad thing. They got it done. They did what they were supposed to do. But you could tell that, Saturday, all day on Saturday, they were sitting down editing it together. It was a lot longer than it was supposed to be, but that's okay. I had to cut out some other areas of the show, so that made it a little bit harder on me in the long run, just because if you don't hit the times that you're supposed to, I have to change the whole rundown, and it just kind of screwed me up there. I think a lot of things could have been done better. But I think the basis and the idea that was there in the beginning was still really good, and it was really relevant. I just hope that the students that worked on it really gained something out of the experience and realize, if I'm gonna do something like this, I really have to put a lot more work into it than I did the first time. So I'm not unhappy with it, but I'm not 100% happy with it, and that goes with everything in life though, I guess.
I feel like there were parts that really met the mark, but overall I feel like maybe they didn't really like it because they were kind of a quiet bunch. I don't know if it was liked the setting, if they really weren't in the mood, but I mean, I was proud of it. I thought there were funny parts. I hope that people got to see other different personalities of us and got the message we were trying to put out there, but I don't know, I don't think it was really well liked, but whatever.
So as hard as it was to not be a part of it, I'm still really proud of everyone else and how it turned out, and now I'm just even more excited for our next and last show, so I can be, present for it all and have a hand in everything. So hopefully it turns out good.